welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another what I eat in a day video because when I first went vegan, what I eat in a day videos were super helpful for me. They gave me all kinds of good ideas because when I first started, I had no idea what to eat, and even if I was familiar with certain foods like beans and rice, I didn't really know how to make them taste good or how to make them differently. I kind of just knew a few different ways that I could prepare certain foods and I stuck to that. And watching what I eat in a day videos really did inspire me to venture out of my comfort zone, try new foods, and it really made me feel like a vegan plant-based diet was practical and doable, and it could be really delicious. And so that is why I love making these videos. And actually yesterday was my 5-year vegan anniversary, and even now I still love watching what I eat in a day videos. I watch them all the time. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I hope that it gives you some inspiration for healthy meals that you can make at home. This is going to be like comforting foods that are healthier and still feel really indulgent and satisfying and hearty and filling, but they're super easy and a lot healthier than some of the foods that they're based off of, if that makes sense. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy what I eat in a day videos, and let's get started. On this day, I started with a big glass of water and some coffee, which I filled almost to the brim per usual. And then I made my pumpkin muffins. Well, by made, I mean I opened the container and I put them on a plate. This was like a 3-minute breakfast because I had already made the muffins a few days before, but I did go ahead and microwave them for a few seconds just to kind of refresh them and make them taste kind of freshly baked again. Then I wanted to make like a healthy frosting, if you will, so I took some coconut yogurt and some cinnamon pecan butter. And I didn't want to mix this completely. I wanted it to kind of have a swirled marble effect. In retrospect, I would have used a thicker yogurt, but I mean, you use what you have. So I dolloped this on top, and because this already has some cinnamon on it, you could just stop there, but I went ahead and added some extra texture and crunch with some pecan and pumpkin seed granola, as well as some chia seeds. I think chia seeds are so good because they have a very similar texture to sprinkles, so they add that same kind of crunch and mouthfeel, and it's just like such an easy way to add some healthy fiber and protein and fat, but it really is just because I love the texture. And this is me being very excited about my fancy looking breakfast that really only took a couple minutes. And also I was probably really happy that I was eating chocolate for breakfast, to be honest with you. But oh, this is so good. It is cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger, all the flavors I love this time of year. Alright, so after breakfast every day I take my multivitamin, and at this point it's just become a habit. I have the same routine every single morning. I do my water and my coffee, and then I will have breakfast when I get hungry, and then after that I take my multivitamin, and I really don't have to think about it anymore. It's just like rinse and repeat, same thing every day, and it makes it really easy to remember to take my vitamin when it's part of my routine like that. And the one that I've been taking and I'm still really loving is the Ritual Essential for Women. It's a really great way to make sure that you're getting omega-3s as well as a vegan version of vitamin D3 on a vegan diet. And what I really like about them is that they're really focused on just kind of filling in the gaps and supplementing, literally supplementing a healthy diet, because they believe that you can get a lot of what you need from food, but what they do is they just kind of fill in the gaps. So they don't believe in overloading the vitamins with all kinds of things that you don't need, and what they also don't have is like fillers and preservatives and colorants, and they're sugar-free, they're gluten-free. The capsules themselves are made from a fiber that's made from tree bark, which I think is so cool. And the bottle itself is also 100% recyclable. So all around, like 5 stars. I'm super impressed with Ritual and how thoughtful they were when they were creating this. The vitamins are also traceable, and the minerals, you can go on the website and find out exactly where they are sourced and learn more about the company and some of the research behind creating this vitamin. So I really love it. I take it every day. And if you guys have ever felt nauseous from taking a multivitamin, these are anti-nausea, and they actually have a little bit of peppermint extract, which I find really refreshing and just kind of a pleasant little touch. So I teamed up with Ritual because I take this every single day. I have been for a long time now, and I'm still really impressed with it. So if you guys want to try Ritual, you can use the link and the code in the description box below. And what I love about it is it basically gets shipped to your house every single month, and you don't even have to think about it. You can cancel at any time, but I love that it gets shipped to my house because there's so many times that I get a notification and it's like, hey, your order is coming, and I'm just like, thank goodness, because I would not have remembered to order my, my bottle. So I love that it's like something I don't even have to think about it. They make it super easy because it's part of my routine now and it gets shipped to me. It's just, it's so convenient, to be honest with you. So if you guys want to give them a try, definitely check out the description box below. I'm going to take these now that I'm done talking. I'm gonna go on a little walk just to get some fresh air and then come back and do some work, and I will see you guys at lunchtime. Pretty much in the coziest work from home outfit ever right now. Feeling very cozy. I've just been working at my desk for a while and it is lunchtime, so I'm gonna make the exact same lunch that I've been making. I mean, not every day, but close, because it is so good and really quick. So I'm gonna show you how we do it. All right, so this is just a bowl of some frozen veggies. I have some butternut squash, some cauliflower, peas, and then I just put some chickpeas in here. And then I'm gonna add some of this spicy pumpkin curry from Trader Joe's. This is maybe my 4th jar, you guys. I'm so in love with it. And then what I do is I make a burrito, like a really delicious toasty on the outside burrito, with that as the filling with this sauce. And when I mix it with these veggies, it kind of tastes like the inside of a samosa because I wrap it in a burrito, but it's not deep fried like a samosa, and it is so good. So I actually filmed this for a What I Eat in a Day video recently for the Vegan View. So I'll insert that footage here so you can see step by step how I made it, and then we'll do a little taste test. I just started with some chickpeas that I rinsed and drained, and I added that to a bowl with some frozen veggies. I did cauliflower, peas, and that's it actually. Then I had actually thinned out this sauce a little bit with a bit of water just to make sure that I got every last bit in the jar. And I microwaved this until the veggies were warm. It took about 1.5 minutes. Then I took a large flour tortilla and I spread on some vegan yogurt, or you could do sour cream. And then I also added a little bit of mango chutney. And this is really great because that cool creaminess from the yogurt and that kind of sweet spiciness from the chutney really plays well with the flavors in the sauce. Then I added some greens and sriracha, and then this is the super important part. You want to take the time to toast it. It really does add so much flavor to the tortilla and also a nice texture, and it helps hold the burrito together. So really important step that I would not skip. I really think it is kind of a game changer when making homemade burritos. I added some more of that sauce on top because it is so delicious. And then some red onion just to kind of give it a little bit of bite and freshness. And for the same reason, I added cilantro as well. I know it looks fancy, but it was really easy to make and super quick. All right, so this is toasting up right now. Usually this takes from start to finish less than 10 minutes, so it's a really good lunch because it feels like something that would be kind of takeout and indulgent and just a little bit more special than the regular stuff I throw together for lunches. I don't know, there's something about a burrito that feels really hearty and satiating when I'm working from home, and if I have a lunch that's just very filling and nourishing but also kind of feels indulgent also, it keeps me from mindlessly snacking throughout the day because I feel like I really had something substantial and delicious. I wanted to point out, since I'm sitting here literally toasting it up right now as we speak, that I get a lot of questions about these pans, or this pan, I only have the one, and it's the Always pan from a brand called Our Place, and I am going to be doing a review on this channel. I just want to make sure that I've used it for long enough that I know how it wears and how it washes, and you know, like, I really want to know what I'm talking about before I make a video and tell you guys whether or not I think you should run out and spend your money. It is a little bit pricier, but it's kind of in the same range as a lot of other high quality pans. So I think it's just a matter of like, is this one as special as all of the hype makes it seem like? If you are one of the people who have been asking me what I think of this Always pan, make sure you're subscribed to my channel because I am going to be posting that video soon. And if you're subscribed, you'll see it when it goes up right away. So I just wanted to point that out because I get so many questions, and I get it. Like, I had the exact same questions. It's so, first of all, ubiquitous, and it's also just aesthetically very pleasing. So I was like, what is the deal with this pan? So I understand the intrigue, and I have to turn over my burrito, and it's hard to do with one hand. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that. Oh, do we hear that sizzle? So I pretty much did it the same as in that video, but I have some pickled red onions instead of raw onions, so that's what I used. I'm one of those people, I feel like I need to give a disclaimer. I'm one of those people who sees faces and everything. Like, if there's like random splatters on the sidewalk, I will see a smiley face. I also see hearts everywhere. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did a potato taquitos recipe a while ago, and I had a heart-shaped potato. I just found it at the grocery store like that. And so today, my red onions also have something kind of amusing happening with them. Does anybody else see that there's a heart there, or a bat? It's either a heart or a bat. Comment below if you think it's a heart or a bat, but I think it looks like a heart, and it just kind of was random and made me smile, so I thought I would show you. This is what the inside looks like. It is very similar to the inside of a samosa, and I think if you kind of mashed it a little bit and added potato, it would taste a lot like that. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. That mango chutney is so good, and if you don't like mango chutney or if it's too much spice, you can definitely do apricot preserves instead. That would be delicious, but this is so good. I'm having a little editing snack right now. I've got this vegan dark chocolate from Trader Joe's. This one has almonds and salt in it, which is like one of my favorite combos. This is not easy to do with one hand, by the way. And then I've also got like one square left of this guy. If you have a Trader Joe's by you, I really recommend these chocolates. I think they have a really nice texture, and they're at a really great price as well. I had some cashews, and that was my snack. Okay, it is dinner time. I am currently snacking on a gigantic radish. I always have these cut and prepped up, as well as some cut up and prepped in a container in my refrigerator, as well as like usually cucumber slices and carrots. Although cucumbers, I don't know if this is the same where you live, but where I live, cucumbers have been outrageously expensive recently, like mind-blowingly expensive. So I haven't really had them as much recently, but normally right now I have cucumber slices and radishes, and I dip them in like hummus and all different kinds of things. I love them, and I love having them ready to go. If I didn't wash them, dry them, and cut them up so that they didn't have the stem on them, and then keep them in the fridge that way, I would never eat them. They would just sit there. But because they're ready to go, I can just kind of pop them into my mouth when I need a quick snack. So I love these. They're a little bit spicy and kind of earthy. I feel like people either love or hate radishes, but I love them. So I'm having a couple of these, and I think I'm gonna make some cauliflower wings. I really am craving like takeout style food recently, and so I've been trying to be creative and make stuff at home. So cauliflower wings is definitely one of my favorite things to get when I go out to a restaurant, and here in LA there are some absolutely amazing options. Like Sage has amazing buffalo wings if you guys are in the area, as well as Fresh on Sunset. So good. But I'm gonna make a homemade version that is baked instead of deep fried, and I think I'm also gonna have a nice glass of wine and some oven baked sweet potato fries. So it's gonna be like wine and fries and wings, basically all the things I love at a restaurant, but a healthier, more wholesome, not fried version. So I'm gonna do that right now, and I'll show you how I do it. So anytime you're breading something, you need a wet mixture and a dry mixture. For the wet mixture, I just mixed together some flour and soy milk with spices like salt, pepper, celery seed, and then I added a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of hot sauce. I actually used some chickpea flour on this day and I highly recommend it. It created a really great texture, and whichever flour you use, you just want it to have this nice thick consistency and lots of good seasonings. Then I took some panko breadcrumbs. Panko breadcrumbs are great for this because they have such a great texture. And to both the breadcrumbs and the sweet potato fries, I added some steak seasoning as well as salt and pepper. And the steak seasoning has onion, garlic, some rosemary, a little bit of dill and coriander, red pepper flakes. It's really versatile and great on veggies. I actually like to use a fork whenever I'm doing this because I find that it's a really easy way to kind of, first of all, make sure that my hands don't get super messy, but also I find that once the cauliflower floret is totally covered, I can kind of shake off the excess really easily just by letting it drip over the bowl, and that way, again, I'm not making too much of a mess. You do want to make sure that your cauliflower is really nice and dry, otherwise the toppings won't stick. So same thing with the dry ingredients, I kind of just toss it around and I really like to make sure that it's nicely coated. Look at that. That is flavor and texture right there. I bake this at 425 degrees, but before it goes into the oven, the crucial step is to spray it with a little avocado oil or really any kind of coconut oil, olive oil, whatever. It's just a very, very thin layer, but it makes all the difference, and it's the reason that you don't really have to deep fry these and you still get that great texture. Now at this point you can toss it in buffalo sauce or teriyaki sauce. Usually, honestly, what I do is just drizzle some hot sauce on top because I don't find that I really need the extra butter. I did go ahead and dunk these in ranch dressing, which is already pretty decadent, so that's just kind of something I do when it's just for me. If I was serving it to guests though, I would definitely make it really saucy and extra delicious. I serve this with some vegan ranch as well as some hummus just to add a little bit of variety and also some extra protein to make this a more filling meal. And you guys, it was so good. Okay, the thing I like about the cauliflower is that the outside gets really, really crunchy. Steak seasoning on sweet potato fries, 10 out of 10 recommend. Alright guys, that is everything that I ate today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because that really helps out my channel, as does subscribing, hitting that bell notification so you never miss a video, and also commenting below. All of that really helps to help my channel grow and get more eyes on these videos, which would mean so much to me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Check out the link in the description box to try Ritual, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye!